So guys, I hope everyone is able to hear me clearly. If you have any issues, please ping me in the chat box. First, I will start the session. Okay. Once my session is completed from my side, you can start asking the doubts on today's topic. Okay. Let me go with the first my flow. Okay. So today is technically, if I talk like coding wise or technically, today is our first session actually, right? Before that, demos we completed and also we completed the introduction of account creation, how to create the Snowflake account. Though that section is completed. Hope everyone is able to create the account now. You can have, if you are having any issues with account creation, let me know. So coming out from there, what is the next step we have to do? Guys, here simple combination I have to say. Whenever you're going, once account is ready with you, next step will be always in any, not only in Snowflake, generally, next step always you have to take care about the roles, right? So roles and users. Okay, why roles and users are very important means if you go with the normal way, like always our companies or our project or anywhere you can see roles are very important. Here you are the Kishore or Karthik or Sweta, that is not a matter. Which role you are leading, that is matters here generally, right? In IT, if you observe which role you are leading, that is very important. What's your name is not important. Which role you are there in this company is important. So how companies are, for example, HR is there. HR department, we will have roles and seniors, manager level roles also will be there. So, junior level will have less authority for to take the decision, right? But with senior will have some more other comparing to junior HR, senior HR will have more authority. Comparing to senior HR, manager will have more authority. So whenever your roles are increasing, level of the role is increasing, automatically your authorities are increasing, right? If you go with the CEO, CTO, they will have lot of powers in their hand. In that position, who is available is the important. That position is belongs to which person. But that person will have authority then. So here, role is the important. A role have the power or a person have the power. You can talk now. So as per this discussion, what you are understanding, based on the role he have the power or based on the person we are having the power. Hello, you have unmute access, guys. Hello, are you able to unmute yourself? 1 minute. Yeah, now you have unmute access. Role only. So here power is, we don't want a person who is the person. The in that role, which person is there? Based on the role, we will give that responsibilities or respect or whatever it may be, work or anything, right? So how generally in companies roles are very important. In the same case, here also we have roles combination okay, topic. So in Snowflake also roles are the very powerful. Then role is the powerful means what about the physical people? Users. We are called as the users. Okay. So a physical person who is like, for example, Sai Sri, Aruna, Karun, or whatever may be, you are saying one person names, they will come as the users. So that user assigned to which role, based on that, the user will have more powers. So like this. Okay, always users will have multiple roles actually. Okay, one user can have one user can have multiple roles, and one role can have multiple users. For this clarity, this is simple. One user, for example, in our company, one senior developer is there. He will work in different combination of works, right? He will have different, for example, manager is there. Manager will manage the project, at the same time some cases he will also work with us, right? Lead is there. For name sense, we are seeing technical lead, but as a technical lead, his role is technical lead, but he will work with multiple work. So one user can assign to multiple roles, high and low, anything. What is the difference? I'll show you what is the roles wise difference, but he can work with the multiple combination. Okay, so one user can work with the multiple roles combination. Okay, so one role can also have multiple users. But for example, one account admin role is there. Okay, or the sys admin role is there. He can have the access on I mean, that one role can be assigned to multiple users. This both combinations are possible. Okay, so why these roles and users are more important means actually user is assigned to role. Role is having the access of object. Here objects means database, okay, inside of the database schema, inside of the schema table, even warehouse also. Like this, multiple objects access will be available on top of that role. That is the reason role is a very powerful. For role only, all the objects will be assigned and user will be assigned to role. So between the objects and between the users, role will be the middle. So whatever the role you have means based on that role access, whatever the privilege, whatever the objects are attached to that role, those objects only users can touch. Clear? Sorry?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Others, what about others? Only Pavan is replying to me. Anil, Ashok. Anyone, not I'm not pointing to one or two persons. Anyone not able to understand, let me know. It is a good time to understand deep level, guys. Okay? You should be able to like ask the question. Any question. It's a silly question also,
Yeah,
no problem.
roles are like
Yes.
privileges to means grant privileges actually. Or
Yeah. Suppose one table I want to read the data. Select a privilege is required, right? So that select privilege will be assigned to role. When user have this role access, automatically he can touch the table. That is the way. Getting the point?
yeah,
Okay. So anything, suppose if you want to touch any object inside of the Snowflake account, you should have the role access first of all. Okay. If you don't have role access, you cannot touch anything, any object inside of the account. It may be any object, even data. First, database is the first option. And inside of first database access is important. After that, schema access is important. After the table access is important. So if you directly I'll go to the touch the table means no. You have to go with the database access, schema access, table. Here you means not you. Role. Role should have. And role will be touched by a physical person, right? Then we can see the data easily. I mean directly.
inside the warehouse we have schema, and schema within the schema these DP objects are there, and we will provide uh, means actually grant access or privileges to that particular user by the help of
Right.
role.
Yes, yes.
Oh,
Direct. Some people will get doubt. Directly, I don't want roles. Directly, I'll go to the database access. Means no. Snowflake is designed in this way. We cannot touch directly anything.
okay.
If that is the case, just think casually. That is the case. Without roles, we can jump to users to directly objects. So today you will join. Okay. Tomorrow two people. Day after tomorrow five. Totally end of the day 10 people will join. So every time for every object I want to give manually, right, as an account person, as an admin person, for 10 users
Hello.
means 10. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, you can hear me now.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So suppose 10 people join if just like this. suppose for example, directly we have users to objects. For example, let us think like this. Today, every day, 1, 2 people are joining, or every month, 2, 3 people are joining. They are leaving the company, they are joining, something happening. Whenever new person is entered, means if you have 100 tables, 100 times you have to execute manually the query, right? To give access users to table level.
Yes.
Getting my point? So this is really hectic. This is not good management also. But if you give the role, actually, if you just you 100 people joined also, no problem. Already role have all the access of a required list, right? If it is higher level, if it is prod level, they will go role related to prod. If you UAT level, UAT access. I mean, whatever the your position, if you are coming from junior level, they will give access role only. So dev role, if you have only the dev environment changes you can do. If you are senior person there, you have eligibility to touch the prod, then they will give dev role, prod role, UAT role, all the roles, because you are the head, right? You will have access like that. So with the roles, we can handle the like users to users related, related access also. Means junior level to senior level, everyone. If I want to touch something, as a user, I should have access. Simple. So we are daily, we are not adding each and every access to place.
Yeah.
Ma'am, I have one query. Hello.
Ma'am, hello.
1 minute, guys. I'm there. I'm there. 1 minute.
Okay.
Sorry. So someone is asking, you have some query? Please come again.
Yes,
Lost
ma'am.
you.
I have. I'm audible.
You are audible.
As you said that one role has multiple users and one user has multiple roles. Correct?
Huh. Right.
Suppose suppose I have access to create a role. If I given we can give
No.
access based to on two types. Either we give the access directly to the user, or either we give access to the roles. On the basis of users that is connected to the roles, they will get the access. Correct?
No, Akshay, your voice is bit echo. Maybe for me or for all, I don't know. Bit echo.
Now it's audible.
You're audible, clear, loud and echo. Maybe keep your mic bit distance, maybe. Loud and everything is good, but it's echo like a, I'm getting resound kind of thing. Okay, na? Hello?
Is it still equal?
It's now good. Yeah, ask me.
Actually, I am asking that
Hmm.
suppose if I give access directly to the database to any user, then he can also access
User to
the
database, you're saying directly?
yes, user to
That is
database.
not possible actually, but let me know your question. But that is not possible in Snowflake.
Okay, we can't directly give access to the database through user.
100% no. Snowflake is saying clearly role base only it will get the access. Object never assign directly to user. There is no there is no option. That is not the Snowflake process.
Okay. If suppose if we give access to the particular role, then we give access, like give privileges of the database, then he can access a schema and table also. If we give access for the database only, not schema and table, then he can.
No, he cannot. If you give database, only database. If you give inside of schema, means if you want to touch schema, you want to give database and schema also. If you want to touch table, you want to give database, schema and table. This warehouse is different. Someone asked me, warehouse having multiple databases. No, guys. Warehouse is different layer, database is different layer. Both are different rooms. Don't merge both. Okay, I didn't explain you Snowflake architecture. Coming up class, I will go with Snowflake architecture only. Okay, both are different rooms. Yeah, Akshay, as per your question, under schema, I have, for example, if I go with the database, okay, for example, here I have. All right, now I don't have any database. 1 minute. Let me create database right now. We don't have like create database name. That's it. No need to do much work here. So if you want, if you have database level access generally, you cannot touch schema. Even you should have the schema level access also. If you have schema level access, you cannot touch the tables, views, this list of the objects. Simple. This list of the objects you cannot touch. You should have special access on that. But if you have, for example, if you have table, for example, I'm saying table, anything you can take, consider any object is fine. For example, if you have pipe access or stream access, that is that means you have the database and schema access. Then only you are able to touch the pipe or stream or task anything. Parent level access is compulsory. Okay. No, Sai Sri, I went directly and I gave table access. You can give table access directly, but it won't allow you to enter into that table until you have parent access. This is hierarchy. So low, high to low, we have to come. Directly, we cannot enter the middle of the objects. Okay? Akshay?
Yes, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am, can this one role and one user has multiple roles?
100%. For example, I'm the person. For example, I have in one project, we have 200 plus roles. Even those roles access I have. I didn't work with all the roles, 2 to 3 I used actually. But they created multiple roles and they gave. In another project, 4 roles only they assigned to me. Single user, because if I want to touch dev tables, dev role is important. UAT tables, UAT is important. To read the data of the prod, then prod, only read access they will give prod level. So prod is also important for me. So minimum 3 to 4 roles you will have easily in real time. So, and for example, this is dev database, this is UAT, this is prod. If you want to touch one by one, you should change here role. Then only it will be accessible to you. Getting my point? Some extra roles also. For example, one dev role can have, for example, dev one and dev two roles. These are okay. Dev database. DB is nothing but database. Okay. This role they will create only for reading purpose. Using this role, only you can read the data of this dev tables. More than that, you cannot do anything. Again, one more dev, same DB, same database. Okay, database name. This role they will create. This role, if you go with this role, you can read the data and you can write the data. This is kind of combination of roles will be added. So this role, the same database both are, but one role is helping us only read access. One role is helping us read and write access. Like this, multiple roles they will create actually. Getting my point now? Not only Akshay, everyone I'm asking is I cannot
Yes, no, yes, no, I understand.
okay. I cannot say all the names right, so you have to commit it out. So just for demo, I'm saying.
Is
Uh-huh.
is
Tell me.
there any limitation if I provide any role, is there any limitation for the rules? Means I will give only 100 users for that particular role, or
And
150
Snowflake
users.
Snowflake is providing unlimited roles, unlimited users.
Okay.
There's no limit only. This many one user should have this many roles. That kind of limit also not there.
So
But
basically, production only read-only access rule is.
that is quite common. That is we are restricting, but everyone won't have read access. For one or two people,
Yes.
three people, they will have write access. That role they won't assign to me, for example. So I have only read access now. If they assign that role, even
Yes.
I also have the write access. Simple. That is role based. How seconds it will take. If they want to assign me, within seconds they can assign me. If they want to remove also, within seconds they can remove. It's a small action only. It won't take much time to do this. Because everything is
Yes.
already added to the role, right? Just they're adding to my username only. They're not doing any work backend. The setup is completed. The access setup is completed already. Basic initial time only they will do.
So
One time
can we
they
say the pipes,
uh,
and other things are actually DB objects, or these are other things?
that all DB objects only. Whatever I showed you, all are DB objects only. Inside of database, multiple schemas.
Yeah,
Inside
inside
of
the
schema,
schema.
inside of schema, multiple objects. This is the final layer.
Okay, these things are, we can say that actually these are DB objects, pipes,
The,
streams, tasks.
yeah, obviously. This one will be account level. Storage integration is account level. Remaining all schema level.
Okay.
Account level means database level. We will say account level. That's it. Remaining all schema level. Under schema level only it will work.
Okay.
Okay.
So ma'am, database objects are that schemas, tables, and other
No,
things.
database is followed by schema. Schema followed by other objects, whatever the list I showed you. That is the correct part. And this warehouse is a separate layer, separate room only. Don't combine these two. Separate room.
So schema is a part of database object.
Part or not. After schema, what is the hierarchy means after database, the schema will be the next layer.
Okay.
After schema, other objects, tables, views, pipes, stream, whatever it may be, everything will come into the picture. So suppose if you say like this, for example, I'm saying like this only it will follow. Okay. Here, after this, tables, views. This is the combination. Okay. Maybe you are getting doubt. This is the combination. This is the wrong combination. This is the wrong combination. This is the right. First, you have to enter into the database level, then schema level, then tables or views, whatever it may be. So first one is right and second one is wrong. Comma I mentioned, right? So it is coming under everything is will come in under one umbrella, right? So one roof. No, it's wrong.
Okay, ma'am. Yeah. For user and roles, first we will create the roles, or first we create the users.
That's our wish. There is no problem. Anything you can. If you create users, they will sit idle until you create the roles. If you create the roles, they will sit idle until you assign to the user. So anything is fine, no problem. But in real-time project, first user will come into the picture because roles automatically, default roles are already available in the Snowflake. Account admin, org admin, public, sysadmin, user admin. This one came newly, so I'm not including this. They are trying something additionally on Snowflake. Let them do. This all are available from long time. This by default it is available. So how you created first time you created account and you added the username, right? Like that admin person will start working on that. He will start creating he will, I mean, for other people will be there, right, in his team, admin team. He will start creating the user and he will add required access to this existing roles, already existing roles. Then the person who is working as admin level, they will start creating the roles, they will start assign access process, all this. Initial days, I'm saying initial start. But after that, user role, anytime anything can happen, no problem. There's no point like this only should happen first. In that case, actually, roles happened first because when you entered into the project or when you entered into the account, immediately your roles are available, right? Then roles is first, right? In that case,
Yes.
obvious, that is the case. So there is no first and next. Anything is fine. If you create the users and if you don't have roles, then there is no use. If you have roles and there is no users, then there is no use. That is the reason default roles is there. When you create the account, your account will be the default user, general user. So your user will be accessed by all the people, all the roles. So don't think in that direction, not required. Both are important.
So that user creating role responsibility, that is administrator responsibility. They will create.
100% admin. Why you still required to learn this knowledge means in future you will get any error. If someone is asking you to do something, work on tables. You don't have access. If you don't have this knowledge, you don't know how to raise the issue also. You'll get into the problem. First of all, at least what is your work and what is not your work or what's your privileges. There is a minimum knowledge developer should have. For that purpose only, I'm going with these classes or else admin is not. We won't create anything. Till now, I didn't create any users or roles in my career. Not required. Admin part only will do this process.
Let's suppose, ma'am, administrator given one role to me. I'm a
Mm,
user, and administration
mm,
assigned one role to me.
mm,
Okay, via role only. Suppose administrator created one role for system engineer like that. This is the
mm,
one role created, and that role is assigned to me. I am a
mm,
user,
mm.
but I'm not aware about that. What types of privileges has that particular role?
List of
So how
list of
so
the
what
privileges.
privileges? So how can I know that what are the list of privileges has a particular role given?
You can go with the GUI and you can check actually, or else you can get by running the query also you can check. I will explain you. Yeah, we didn't touch that part till now, but we can
Okay.
get the information. But in real time, you won't do that also. Suppose suddenly they will ask you to create the table. You will create. Generally, you will have access for your level, developer level. They will ask you to schema creation. Maybe there's a chance to not have. So whenever you are saying create a schema name, it will fail. It will say insufficient privileges. Immediately that says that you don't have access. You means not you here. Whatever the role you are using for that role don't have access to create actually. Okay, then what you have to do immediately? Any other dev roles are there or not? You have to check if other dev related roles like that, like this, dev one, dev two, like that. Any other roles is there means you have to switch to that roles and try it. Still there is not no use. Then you can inform to your admin team. I used so on roles, this one or two, three, whatever maybe list of the roles, and I tried to create a data schema in this particular database. Unable to do, then he will check the role, he will check the access, he will provide some cases, maybe it's not correct to provide to your roles, existing roles, he will create and he will provide to you. Schema he will create. That is the cases will happen.
Okay, ma'am. No, I
Okay.
have seen, actually I use MySQL database, traditional database. There is
Mhm.
no schema. There is, we create directly tables on database under the hood. There is no
Okay.
schema like that.
No, no, his schemas are important. Without schema you cannot go anywhere. Block. In
Okay.
real time we will create schema. I am creating schema many times. I created schema database only. I don't have access database level.
Okay. Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah, who is coming from non-IT, don't think, okay, so many people are asking so many questions, we are not able to understand. Yes, 1 or 2 days, you may not, 1 week after, you will be in this point, in the correct track. You are getting very small doubt also, maybe one term doubt also, let me know. If you don't ask, I don't know who is having knowledge and who is don't have knowledge, right? I cannot guess. Almost 18 people are there. So you only have to come forward to ask the doubts. I can answer you. I won't ignore anybody's question. If you don't ask, I cannot find who is unable to understand. Okay, it's your job to take care. Yeah. Sorry.
I'm coming from non-IT background.
Ah,
That's why
okay.
I'm asking questions.
No problem. Good to ask. Some people will feel hectic if IT people asking more questions. We don't know anything. They know a lot. everyone has limited knowledge only, even including me. We have to learn here finally. That's it. Yeah. So now we discussed all this, right? Let us create a role for edit. Okay, just a small role. At least we can move forward. Why roles are important? I am giving this PDF to you. No need to write anything right now. Okay. No, don't do any work now. Just listen my class. Why roles are important? Means roles are important because to make the hierarchy, means the whatever the hierarchy is, the database schema, all these privileges of I mean this object related hierarchy, if we want to handle to make that hierarchy creations and getting the access, okay, to manage the access or to include the like privileges concept, all this we can manage with the help of roles. Simple way if I want to say, to handle or to manage the accesses and privileges of all the objects in the database level, we want role. Not on database level, even warehouse also we need a role concept. Without a role we cannot get the warehouse. If you don't know what is warehouse now, I'll explain it. Everything I'll explain. You have to wait for few days. So role is getting the privileges from the object, and that role is handling or sharing that, not sharing, making the users to use the object by these privileges. So in middle, it's up. That's the reason I mentioned. Company HR manager is having the power of CEO. Why I mentioned here? Here work office and middle role. Role means CEO or CTO or manager. After that user. User means suppose some person. Akshay is there. Akshay is the person. Person is assigned to the role. Which role? HR manager role. Then this with the help of this power, role is the power here. So with the help of this role related powers, he is able to work in the company. So if he resigned the job and he came out from the company, next day if he go to office, nobody will allow him to touch anything. So his role is gone, right? So he's no question mark there. There is no identity for him. So between company and between employee, role makes a lot of deals here. Like that, between objects and between user, again we are only the users. Between object and between users, roles is giving the importance, and based on that roles, the users will get the powers to do anything. So that only I explained you here. Small questions only they will ask. Maximum you won't get any questions on this. So this is hierarchy. For example, the first account admin is the head. He is the head for our Snowflake account, for example. After the security admin, after the sysadmin, user admin, after account admin, security admin have more powers, like that. More means almost near to account admin. After the sysadmin, user admin, public, if you have your own customized roles, that all also will come into the picture. On top, under these roles are applied on top of the database role. Database means database schema all will come into the picture. So database is assigned to the role is assigned to the user. This is the hierarchy. Got it? I'll share all these details. No need to worry. We no need to write anything. So first, let us talk about system-defined roles. Okay, we have few system-defined roles. The system-defined roles are account admin. Okay, sysadmin, security admin. Generally, I'm writing. I'm not like this is the only format I'm not saying. Generally, I'm writing. Okay, org admin and uh, public is there. One user admin. Okay, this all important. Okay, account admin, say org admin, public, security admin, sysadmin, and user admin. Okay, these are the system defined roles. You have to remember what is the system defined roles means. This why we are calling it as a system defined role means you create 200 accounts or 300 accounts. By default, this will be available. So already system is coming. Our Snowflake account is coming with this with this system defined roles. You or me or our project owner is not created. By default, you will get. After that, you will create your own roles. That is custom roles. Custom roles means cu- custom roles means created by project people based on the requirement. In my project, the data underscore engine is there, that is role. Dev, that is one role. Dev one is there, that is one role. Like the custom defined roles we will create by ourselves. Ourselves means normal developers won't do, admin people will do. But these are not like that. It is not created by you or me or admin, nobody. Automatically, if you create account for you, also it will be there. So by default, it will be generated. No one need to create it. That is the reason I'm saying it's a totally system defined role. Okay, custom roles means there is no particular custom role. We our wish, our project basis. For example, I worked with a data intelligence project. DI underscore role, DI underscore dev role, like that they used to say. So naming convention will be happen with the help of project names only. So project to project names will be different. So those who which roles are created by our project people, our admin people, those roles we will call as a custom roles. Okay, remaining all default roles. So what is the purpose of this default roles means? First, if you go with org admin, so many all information I provided here, no need to worry. So org admin purpose is mainly to manage the organization. To manage this role mainly will manage the organization level. What is this organization level means? If you go to the account, go here and go to the account option. Okay, here you will have this is the account. Who will do means see who will enable this account means org admin. So account admin can create, sysadmin can create, that is not a problem. But if you want to enable this account, only org admin can do. That is the reason org admin is mainly created for this account manage organization management. Means mainly that accounts will be managed by org admin. Okay, whatever it, if you want to create and if you want to enable, if you want to do anything, your org admin will come into the picture. In real time, really we will use this means that's a project choice, not a choice by developers. If really they want multiple accounts for their, because they have this is a very huge big company, they have textiles, they have e-commerce, they have medical, like this different businesses are there means in that case there is a chance of creating multiple accounts. If that is not the case, then they won't create multiple accounts. That is totally project high level people will take the decision. But in any case, if you have that requirement, you no need to go outside of this account. Inside of this account, different accounts you can create and you can add for the different business. For example, here now I took AWS cloud provider, right? I mean I hosted on a cloud. But if I click here, now I can host it on Azure also, no problem. I can choose whatever the region I want, I can choose. Whatever the edition I want, I can choose. And I can create one account. But let me create. This we won't do in real time. Your knowledge purpose, that's it. Okay? Just I have to create this. That's it. See, done. If you don't create also no problem. Just see. Now still it is enabled means no. It's not enabled. If I click here, edit the account name, enable the org admin. If I do enable, then only this account will be enabled. Or else we cannot use. If you want, you can drop it. If you want, you can edit the name, you can manage the URL. But if you want to enable account org admin will do that enable method. So like this, multiple accounts I can create. That is the reason of org admin, why we are using. That is also recently 3 years back it came. Previously no org admin. Recently only. Okay. So what is account admin means? Account admin is like a I said right, it's like a higher level role which is manage the sysadmin, security admin roles. Okay. So top level role, what is the top level role in Snowflake means account admin. Without anything you can say. There is no limitations, nothing, anything it can touch, anything it can do. Means it's a like high level, top of the position. That is the reason account admin is the powerful role in the Snowflake. So you will get that access means no. Even admin team also, every admin person won't get. Very limited users will get the account admin access. That is very powerful. Even bill will be there, right? Whatever the bill will be generated by Snowflake, that is managed by account admin role only. That is the reason it's very important and very high level role. Only few people will have limitation, will have access. Coming to security admin, after account admin, if you want to use any user creations, role creations like that, if you want to manage the grant options, that all people will use the security admin. Using the security admin, you can do that. Okay. Same way, using the user admin, you can do that. Means user admin will create the users and roles, no problem. And that it will be that roles, whatever the roles and users are created, those access can be granted by security admin. Getting my point? You will create the roles, I will grant the permission like that. Okay. So all the combination security admin can manage. Not only grant the permission, it can remove the permission also. Anything it can do. It's have that power to do. That's the reason. After account admin, security admin will come into the picture. Okay. So getting my point, or it was like something confusion for us. Hello.
Another system admin is there.
Is there? No, I didn't complete that. Is there? So whatever the, if you say someone is talking about the user creation, role creation means you can then you only user admin will allow to create the user and role means no. Even by using security admin also, they added user admin and org admin specifically for this requirement. But previously, before these two roles are coming into the picture, we used to work with the security admin to create users and roles. They added separate or options because one person, if suppose I give security admin to you, you only can create, you only can access. That is not security for my project. In that case, you will, if I give user admin role, you will create the role and access management I will do. Means as a security admin, I will do. So to make the things very like a what will secured way, they added multiple roles. Sysadmin role you mentioned, right? Sysadmin role is mainly for handling the warehouses and database. Here, what is warehouse means? Simple way I want to say means if you want to execute any query with the help of warehouse only you can do. With the help of warehouse only you can execute the query. Clearly observe, I'm saying with the help of warehouse you can execute the query. But that doesn't mean under warehouse we have database. Database is different room. Warehouse is different room. Okay, to combine to execute any query on top of the database, that execution mission capacity is available on the warehouse. Today you may not understand much. Coming up classes, I will give clarity on that also. Okay, at a time I cannot cover everything slowly. So sysadmin will manage the creation of warehouses, creation of databases. It can handle end to end of the warehouse and database object, and even privileges level also it can work. Okay. So public, this is just they provided, no nothing will do. It won't do anything. It's automatically for every user. If you create a user means by default they will have public role. Later on, once the user is completed, then we will go and we will add other roles. By default, if user is created means by default one role have to assign that. By default, that role is public. That's it. With that role, you cannot do anything as a user. After once the role is user is created, I mean, once the your user account is created, then slowly one by one all the roles will be added to your user. Okay, getting the point? For example, if I go here, create a user. Okay. I created one user for your understanding purpose. Okay. This is the user. Okay. Now, what I will do means one minute. actually this is the URL for my account. Now whatever the account I'm using for you, this is the URL. Okay, with URL only we can log in. Okay, now then, okay, first time I'm logging. So it is asking one more time new password. Kiran at the rate 12345. Kiran at the rate 1.
Character mostly 14.
Okay. In front of you, I created the role within seconds and I added, just I opened that role. Okay. What is the role you are able to see for Kiran? Public. Wherever account admin, all this should be there, right? Where is that? No. That is the meaning. If you create a new user, initially you'll have only public. For that management purpose only, they are going using the public. You no need to give anything. By default, for every new user, public will be added. Later on, based on his position, based on the Kiran is the senior developer, lead or manager, or else very junior developer, some position will be there, right? According to that, the admin team will start adding the roles to him. Now, got the clarity? What is the public? Clear?
Yes.
That's the reason. We won't talk much about this. But this is the reason why we will use. Okay. Today I just created the user only. I didn't create role actually. Tomorrow, like in coming up class, I'll start creating the roles also. So today I will post this material, but don't rush to anything. Just whatever the slides I completed, just go through that. I will start explaining you practically how to create the roles, how to assign the roles to object, how to assign the user to object, everything end to end I'll show you. Okay, it will be like next 1 or 2 classes we will go with the roles only. Later on I will jump with the Snowflake architecture. Okay, any tough you are feeling or you're not comfort with the class or my speed or my explanation, please let me know. I'm very new to you and you also new to me, right? We should take that comfort zone, then only it will be good in the session. Let me know if you are feeling any headacheness. I will try to change from my side.
Hi, sir. Sai Sri, good evening.
Yeah, Srikant, tell me.
I just want to know developer comes under which role? Like I can see the sysadmin and public and user admin, right?
That all not belongs to developers. That all not belongs to developers. All our admin team only will manage. Then what developer will do means for developers they will create the customized roles. Separate customized roles they will create. Those roles only we will use.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. So that will be created by the admins only, right?
Admins will sit and will create customized roles. Those roles based on your position, whatever the position you have in that project, based on that they will provide to you. They will assign to you. These roles we won't get a chance to touch actually. Only public you will have access.
Okay. So that means we cannot create it. I mean, customize role. I mean,
Sorry, you cannot. Sorry, what you cannot create? You said
no,
something.
no. The developer, as you mentioned, the
Develop.
developer.
Mm,
So that is a customized role created by the admin, right? So can we
yes.
try that one? We cannot.
you're saying customer roles can create by developer?
Yes, sir. In this training, we can create it now, or we will not create it.
I mean, in this account, this is our free trial account, right? I will create and I'll show you. But in real time, users, developers never create a role. Admin only will create. But in our practice case, I will show you. No problem.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
At a time, if I show everything, people will get confusion.
Yes,
So
yes, yes, I understand.
they have to slowly settle down.
Okay.
Hi, Sai Sri. I have one
Hi.
doubt.
Okay.
Uh, we have any, we will be creating some roles related to developer role or viewer role, whatever
Mm,
might be in our project.
mm.
Already, the project people, when we are entering into the project, they will give us that we need that we should be created only these roles, or will be they will be given any guidance to us regarding the roles and the things.
Why they will give, why they won't ask you to create any roles. Okay.
Not for us,
Uh,
not for us.
okay. Which roles you want to take, something like that?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
What will happen means actually if you join you join today only. I already existed in that project, for example. Okay. Whenever you are going in that case, they will ask you, for example, admit you will make a service request. Many people don't know this service now request. Some request combinations will be there, project to project. They will guide you how to request the access also. People will guide you, one person will guide you in your project. You are new, right? You don't know anything. Suppose they will assign me to guide you, so I will say, Shivani, go with the service now tool, or in my service now tool only I will be the requester. For whom means I will say Shivani name there generally, and with whose reference I want to I mean they want to give access to you means I'll give my name. So whatever the access is available to me, all the roles, same replication will happen to you also.
Okay, okay, Sai.
Okay. So you no need to keep any. After getting the access, this is the general knowledge. You will understand. Okay, this is dev, this is UAT prod. You will understand that is common thing only.
Yeah, yeah. Okay,
We will
Sai.
get the sense, no problem.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
not only here, guys, any project, one person will be there. Their access will be replicated. But if that person is too superior, too higher person, maybe they will eliminate few access and remaining list they will add you. They won't keep always brain what list they want to provide to you. One time setup only that.
Thank you, Sai Sri.
Thank you, Shivan. Others? Material will be this material access all will be given by admin team only. They will take care. Who didn't have, I mean, who didn't join in the WhatsApp group? Please first try to join in the WhatsApp group. That is very important because when they uploaded the recording, when they uploaded the material, every information they will provide in that WhatsApp group. So even I cannot help you. If you connect with the admin team, they will add your number in the WhatsApp group. Regularly, you will get updates there. If any all of a sudden any class cancelled or something happened also, everything in WhatsApp we will update. Even I also will update in WhatsApp group. That is the reason group is important for you. Okay. Suppose you have some doubts, you're not ready to ask in the group, you can ask me personal in WhatsApp, no problem. But other notification we will get through the group only. So okay. If anyone is missing, please contact to the admin and ask you share your number to add in the group. They will take care. Yeah. Akshay, can you connect with them? I think they left the session, I think so. Just share with the admin team, okay? They left. Any
Ma'am,
doubts?
we really, ma'am, is the Python libraries also required for do something
No,
here? Like
zero Python.
Python, somewhere?
Zero Python. No Python. Even single letter also I won't talk about Python.
No, no. In real time, we work with that.
Real time, people are saying real time Python is important, but I think it's not important because inside of Snowflake, we are not using Python. Anywhere, in any project, we won't use any Python inside of Snowflake. Maybe nowadays, people are not using Python because so many connectors already available in the Snowflake. That is the reason nobody are using Python. But in any case, they are using Python means they are connecting some other sources some other one source, for example, some X source to Snowflake using Python. That is the only one combination where you will find the Python code. But as per my not knowledge, experience, I'm saying nowadays nobody are using Python to connect to the technologies, Snowflake with other. Almost all connectors are available everywhere. So still they will ask you Python. That is a common option they are providing in JDs. Say just clearly say I don't have knowledge on that. If you have, say basic knowledge. If you don't have, say don't have. You are ready to learn some basics. Let me know. I will help you how to learn basics. But that is not mandatory. It is just a add-on. Okay. Without Python, multiple projects are there. I am working right. I'm the example. Till now, I didn't touch Python in my Snowflake career.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello. Hi,
Yes, I
Kishore.
see. Yeah, yes, I see. If I want the see sometimes in the projects like we need the write access, read access, execute access.
Hmm.
Or all
Mm-hmm.
these will be combined here, or we need to
No. One
request.
role if they are giving the access of they are giving the role access means that mean they are adding the read and write. That is the purpose of role. So
Okay,
again, but in any case, that role, whatever the role you're having, that role don't have access to write. For example, if
okay,
you want really you have requirement, then you can ask to the admin. For example, prod, they won't provide you right access. Everyone knows this. We have to ask the person who is have the right access to do that work, or else we have to ask the admin. We will understand which person is right to touch. They will also guide us to whom we want to contact. We have to share our script with them. They will write, they will do that option. I mean that execution in prod environment. If
okay,
that is you are the right person, you are the senior, then maybe they will give access also. Depends. In
okay,
my case, I don't have access to create the table in prod. So I used to connect with my admin person. I know one person. He have eligibility to do that. We connected and I shared my script with the tickets. We'll have a story point set with the story point proof he created. He won't create blindly. He should
yeah.
know. He should assign the story point because the prod, right?
Yes,
Everyone
yes,
blame us. So
yes.
proof is important. Every proof is important.
Okay,
Like that he will do. Okay. Any other doubt? Be cool. We started recently. Don't be hurry worry. If you are really having time and we are ready to do any work, means please concentration on SQL. How many questions you are able to resolve, that much knowledge you will gain. SQL means don't ask like these topics are enough. Topics are not a matter. You know joins concept, you know definitions, you know how to use. But someone is throwing a question, you should have the knowledge how to resolve that. For example, I give some questions. Immediately you have to understand which join I have to use, how to write the query for this question. That knowledge is very important. You use many sites are there, many sites. You no need to depend on anyone. It's SQL interview question and answers queries. If you write this message in Google, you will get multiple sites. For example, Geek for Geek. They will give question. They will give three table sets. For example, they will give question and they will give answer. By referring the three table sets, you have to read the question first of all. What is the question they're asking? They're asking to find the fifth position of the. Where is the position of the sorry? What is the letter of the fifth position? For example, Sai Sri is there. Which letter is coming in the fifth position? For example, they're asking your brain should accept the question, your brain should give answer like what kind of function or what kind of query I want to use to get the fifth position letter. That is the way how to learn SQL. SQL means I know joins definition, I know say like operator, I know this that. That is not SQL. How many functions you know, that is not SQL. How many queries you know, that is not SQL. If someone is throwing a query, you should be able to read that query and you should be able to write the read that question and write the query. That is the SQL knowledge. So really you have time, you are ready to learn more. First, work on the SQL. Meanwhile, I will start slowly classes and I will complete from my side. From that day onwards, you can start. I will give tips how to prepare for Snowflake also. right now not required. Be cool and relax. Enjoy these weekends because next weekends onwards you'll have work, right? So better assign some time for SQL. Okay? Don't be hurry worry. Yeah. Okay, guys. Happy weekend. See you on next class. And I will share material to the admin team. They will share with you. Okay? Have a good day.
Thank you, SaiSri. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.